So today I'm in Barnard Castle. If you haven't seen my previous video, I ended up going to the castle, which is just down there near Roman Way, picnic area, and it's right next to Trinity Methodist Church, which is here. But today I just wanted to take you around the high street itself and just show you what is on offer, what shops and pubs, restaurants and the likes are here, and see what colourful characters, I can't even speak, what colourful characters we can see along the way. So should we go for a wander? Let's go. So we start off with the post office. It's a lovely little high street. I think it's quite a long one. You can see right in the distance there is quite a lot here in the way of shops. We'll go along. There's a lovely gallery there showing castles and the likes. I think that might be the Bowes Museum there. There's the castle I was just in a moment ago. Highland cows, ice creams if you fancy an ice cream, which is much needed on a day such as this. Lovely colourful clothes of that shop. Then we've got Bookade, nice little bookshop here with various books. Then we've got the first pub I've come to here, which is the Commercial Hotel in Barnard Castle. Not been in there, so I can't recommend it, but on a day like this, I'm sure you'll like to be in there and have a nice cool pint. And then we've just got florists and travel agents. Why would you need to go on holiday when you've got the beauty of all of this? It's just a beautiful day, blue skies, beautiful architecture, and loads of shops along the way. So you don't really want to go to Italy or anything like that. Get yourself here on the bus. So I actually came on an Arriva bus such as this, and I got from Stockton and I had to get a bus to Darlington, then from Darlington, which took about half an hour or so, and then to here, which dropped me off somewhere over there, just near the Trinity Methodist Church in the distance. And yeah, it was a nice little run. Obviously going from Stockton to Darlington, you saw a lot of the countryside, and obviously from Darlington to here. But as you can see, it's quite busy. It is Wednesday, it is a market day, but the market is actually round that corner. So I'll try and go around there, but obviously sometimes markets have music on and obviously YouTube copyright. But we'll head on and see what else is here, shall we? So I'll go over there in a moment. I can see there's some lovely architecture and buildings over there, but there is, if you fancy your chippy, there's a nice award-winning fish and chip shop there, and Chinese restaurant if you fancy that. So I'll go around this corner. What we've got here? A mint, no, painting paper, decorating place. There's your little niche. If you need a niche for YouTube, there it is. It's right there. Home interiors. If you need sort of lovely vases and nice plates and things, go in there. And then obviously you've got a lovely little gift shop by the look of it. Lovely little cards. Nice little positivity cards there. Hello, you. Right, so this is Marshall Street, so I need to watch out that I don't get hit by a car, which is safe. Right, so we'll head over the road. There's some lovely architecture over there as well, back in the day. So we've got a place for a gin shop here, a little bar called the Cricketer's Arms. So there's your next pub. So it does have a few pubs. I think there's a couple scattered over there as well, but we will go back over there in a bit. Obviously if you're into live sports, looks like a nice little place. But we'll continue on down here. Unfortunately that's closed. Get yourself in there if you need your nails and your hair done. A little bit of a spa, a bit of treatment. Get yourself in there, get your nails done. Feel fantastic. Right. So head over this road. Mindful I don't get hit by a car. There's some more nice architecture there. Nice stonework. I love like old towns like such as this. I mean, I'll talk about the history over the centuries a little bit later on in the video, but I just love to see the old sort of stonework buildings here as well as over there. Just a lovely peaceful high street, friendly people. I was just down there when I started the video over near the Trinity Church. there was an elderly lady came up to me and goes, asked me what I was doing, talking to a camera, and she was saying that she's got a friend that's got a tri-walk, and obviously I was telling them that I kind of like point out people for disabled people. Obviously the castle itself is, a lot of it is accessible, but some of it isn't. And she was saying that her friend's got a tri-walk, and she does a similar website that kind of lets you know what sort of cafes you can go in, which have got stairs, which are accessible, just so that people can plan the trip a bit better. Some lovely gift shops, a little coffee shop here. A couple of coffee, that's an extended part of the coffee shop. Get yourself in there for a nice coffee. Then you've got your news agents here. And a pharmacy in case you need any tablets for your hay fever over this summer period. But again, beautiful, beautiful buildings. It's just lovely, especially when it's set with beautiful pink blossom trees such as that. And over here, it just adds colour. Summer is just a beautiful time, don't you think? When you got sort of colour like this, and the sun and the blue sky, it just feels like a great day. And people here in Barnard Castle are nice people to give you a smile as you wander past. Say a little hello, how are you doing? What are you talking to a camera for? Are you deranged? Yeah, yes I am. I feel kind of calm doing it here. There's sort of an atmosphere here that's it's relaxing. People are kind, people are nice. So when you've got your camera out, you don't sort of feel that you're a bit strange talking to a camera. Anyway, have a look at these buildings. Another stonework going just past there. Another lovely florist there, full of colour. I think the high street only goes so far. I think just around here, this is just a mix of housing and the odd shop here and there. So what I'll do is I'll get to the end of here and then we'll head over to the side and I'll show you what's over there. Sounds like any place you come to, there's like shops that thrive. There's also shops that don't, unfortunately, but it's just how things are these days. There's a hair studio if you want to get your hair done. So you can do your nails down there, get your nails done, get your eyebrows done, get your hair done, get out on the town, have a few jars, enjoy the sunshine. But yeah, I think this is the end. You've got a carpet shop just here. And yeah, beautiful housing. You see the rain of the blossoms over there. So what I might do is, because it just looks like it's all housing and stuff over there and businesses, I'll head back over this crossing and make sure it's safe. Because yeah, there's the sign for the historic market town, where your market cross and your castle and your museums. So I'll watch out for the cars and head over here as we go over and just wait for these cars. And then we'll head on down that way. Quickly go over while this van slows for us. But yeah, there's your sign for the historic market town. You've got the Bose Museum. Now the Bose Museum is, it looks quite impressive on their website, but it was, I think it's around £19.50 to get in, whereas the castle was about £8.60. Obviously the Bose Museum's got a lot to offer, and there might be some concessions if you're like a family ticket, or if you've got like a Max card for like autistic kids, you might get sort of your care in for free, so you might get a bit of a discount. But I'll put their website in the description, so you can certainly check that out as well. But all of this is businesses over here. You've got like accountants and consultants and the likes in these beautiful buildings. Awesome looking cars. And then we're sort of back over where I've shown you the pink blossom trees there. Unfortunately, the GoPro doesn't do it justice when you see in the distance, because you've got the spire of the actual Trinity Methodist church over there in the distance, but then past that you've got all the lovely green fields and the trees, and it's just a welcoming sight, don't you think? But these houses just look amazing, just beautiful. Just imagine living in those. They've got basements, like 3-floor houses. They look gorgeous. So I'm just adjacent to the Cricketer's Arms that I've passed about 5 minutes or so ago. I didn't film all that because it's sort of people's homes and things. So now we're at King Street, and I'm going to cross over here, and there'll be more shops and stuff. Here I can show you. It's all flat, it's all accessible so far, which is great. I'll show you now. Just all typical high street slabs over there. Obviously there's little curbs you can get up there. So all of this is accessible. There's going to tractor go past, so it's going to be pretty loud. But I like the little touches they've got here with all the flowers and baskets. It just brightens the high street up, don't you think? I do think when you've got sort of things like that, when people actually take pride in the sort of the town centres and the high streets and the likes, it just lifts the place up. Obviously when you've got beautiful architecture all over the place, just those added touches of just flower baskets and things like that adds a bit of colour, brings it all nice. So here we are, just a market, hardware store here, selling your paints, and then Yorkshire trading, and you got your pet shop there and a plant centre. Get yourself some nice plants, get yourself some veg packs, strawberries, sweet peas, pansies for your garden or whatnot. Quickly get over before this car hits us. So there's other places sort of around there. This is just a solicitors and funeral director, so we're getting close to the end of this side. This looks like it's just more businesses. I think the more the shops are over that side. But there's another pub down here called a Horseshoes Hotel, which I'll show you in a minute. There's a charity shop called Age UK as well. And yeah, just sort of property merchants, whatever they're called, travel agents. Not travel agents, what are they called? They sell houses, estate agents, that's it. I knew I'd get there somehow. And then yeah, then you've got Valentine's sort of restaurant and bistro here. Let's have a look at what the prices are. You get fish and chips there lunchtime, 16 quid with your cup of tea. And you've got like scampi and fish cakes, salmon, katsu curries, you got steaks, pies, old school jam roly-poly. Can't go wrong with that. Oh, fudge cake and sticky toffee pudding. But yeah, it's got a fair amount on there. You obviously got your all different varieties of things, but as you can see, it's open on Wednesdays through to Sundays, but obviously Monday and Tuesday it's closed. But it looks like they've got a nice little outside area to sit and have your food and have a drink, which is nice. A little outdoor travel place to get your jackets and shoes, and then, as I say, the 3 Horseshoes Hotel. It's their 12th birthday apparently. Let's have a look. It was built in 1691. And they've got, yeah, they get prawns and ready brie as starters. You got your sandwiches, you got your chippies, but yeah, you got your burgers and scampis. They even do parmos here, if you're into that sort of stuff. Very nice. I recommend getting yourself a parmo. You got your fish and chips, just like the other place. There's just like 18 quid. And you got kebabs and all sorts, as you can see for yourself. But dogs are welcome in the beer garden, but not inside. Right, there's kids, so I'm going to focus on my face now. It's a reception area, you can go in there for the restaurant. And then there's a coffee bar here, which there's kids and families, so that's why you're seeing me instead of them. So this is going to be the end of Galgate, I think it's called, which is the high street. I started just over there. And do you know Seth MacFarlane from the Family Guy franchise? He's opened a butcher's. He hasn't really. I'm joking. But now we're in what's this called? Horse market. So there might be some music being played, because usually when it comes to market traders and the likes, they tend to have the radio blasting. The sun's out, so there probably is music. So if you just hear my own music, I'm drowning out because of copyright. But yeah, we've got your DLI club here. There you go, used to be a post office. But as I say, every now and then you get your shop that's closed down. But you got Boys never quits, does it? It's always there. Antique place over there, antiques and vapes. Vapes are everywhere. Another closed down shop, unfortunately. There you got your butchers, you got cherry shops. In the distance there, you got Greg's the bakers. Opticians. Oh, yeah, I tell you a story. I wonder if that's where Dominic Cummings came. The whole COVID-19 thing, and Dominic Cummings, I think, came to there to get his eyes tested from London. Yeah, there was a bit of controversy over that, it was a bit of a talking point here, and I think it brought a lot of people, like visitors to it, just to see exactly what it was. Probably took pictures outside the opticians. But yeah, as you can see, the market here, they're selling some gingers. They're selling you, John, gingers. Lots of biscuits and pork pies. As I say, there's a Greg's. And then, yeah, you got black pudding rings and bacon and chops. Again, with your flowers, so if you fancy building up your garden, you've got lots of different varieties of flowers, lots of colour, looks stunning. And obviously you've got your ornaments for your garden, your little rabbits and dragons. This looks like a bank or something, just a coffee bar, a coffee place in there, music hall and gallery. And you got Oxfam and Mine, cherry shops. If you're into charity shops, it's always great to have a mooch in a cherry shop, isn't it? You can always, sometimes you can find some great, you can find some great things in cherry shops, especially clothes. When I was a kid, you couldn't go in a cherry shop. People always had mocked you and said that you were a scuffer, they used to call you. Up north, we know there's a scuffer. Oh, you can't be buying stuff in a charity shop. But now, when you get to like 35, 40, you get yourself in there, you get yourself a jumper for like £2 rather than going to some posh place that costs you 45, 50 quid. You get an entire wardrobe for 45, 50 quid. But yeah, there's lovely little tea rooms, cafes around here. There's another pub here. I'm not too sure if it's open or it's shut down now because the Turk's Head. It doesn't look overly open. Can we see in? Yeah, I don't know if that's open, to be honest. Then your fruit and veg. Get your £5 a day. Lovely variety of vegetables there. Not that I know. You can call her, in my family they call me a salad dodger. Is that what it is? I like my burgers and my parmos and my chippy chips. My wife always goes, do you want some veg with that? Veg? Salad? You're trying to kill me? Some little fabrics there, and then nice little a variety of different things being sold there. Got your books and puzzles and hats, fragrances, and what's that? A sloth. You got bookshops, coffee, curry, cocktails. It's a nice mix, isn't it? Gelato tooties. If you're a bit into your old tutti fruities, get yourself into there and have a nice ice cream. They do drinks as well. Get yourself in there and get something sweet and tasty for yourself. You deserve it. And little bespoke tailors in there selling some nice clothing. But yeah, so I'm now at the end of here, I believe. That's where the main part of the market is, and all its wares. But it's got a nice variety of things. Pizza place over there if you fancy a pizza. It's lovely. I don't know what this is. Is this part of the Market Square thing? Market Square, I'm haunted by that. I don't know what is this. What is it? Tell me in the comments. I think it mentioned something. Is it something the Market Cross or the something like that? It doesn't actually state on there, it just says when it was erected. It was erected in 1747. Little bell tower at the top there. I'm sure it'll say somewhere on it, won't it? Is it the buttery something? I have no idea. But as you can see, it extends all the way down there. So while I cross over here, I may as well show you the St Mary's Parish Church. It was actually built in 1130, and it's had an eventful past witnessing cycles of peace, upheaval, tragedy, can't speak, and prosperity, deeply entwined at the heart of the civic life in Barnard Castle. But yeah, there's a few more shops down here. There's the Butty Market, the jewellery studio over there. I think this is called the Bank now, as you can see. And you've got a nice little Bengal merchant restaurant there. Artisan places. If you're into your dogs and your cats. There's got a nice variety of shops, don't you think? You've got obviously you've got eateries, you've got pubs, you've got your takeaways if you want takeaways. There's loads of nice little places you can just sit and relax. Obviously you've got the market on a Wednesday, and then you've got like a toy shop, interior places, art places. And then you've got another pub down there, the Old Well Inn. So there are a few pubs here you can sit and have a pint. Obviously I think there was one, it was in the Turk's Head, I think was closed down. But every other one is open. Looks a nice place, it's Sky Sports if you're into that sort of thing. But yeah, it's just nice to sort of walk around places like this and just see architecture from the olden times. Obviously like this would have been, and in the distance you can see all the houses and businesses down there are exactly the same. It's even got a red telephone box. You don't see them much these days, do you? These days, sometimes you might see them as a phone box, but sometimes people use them as like a library. You'll see books in there, so you can go and like swap books, or if you're in Stockton, they use them as toilets. Oh, beautiful little art collector's restoration place over there, some beautiful art. Unfortunately it's closed, so I can't go in and show you. But again, just nice little touches here in Broadgates. And this sort of architecture. There's a blue plaque here, so we'll find out what it is. This is a 16th century house, later an inn. There you go. Oliver Cromwell came here for a few jars. But look at the little statues there. And then you've got all the beautiful architecture over here as well. Just stunning, all the stonework. And you've got all the antique shops. So if you like looking at antiques, here's another antique place here, Robson's Antiques. It's got all sorts of beautiful things inside. You can have a little look and find some treasures. Little Alice in Wonderland reference there, drink me. You can even get crabs here. But yeah, oh, what's this? This is cool. Or something like this. Like all taxidermy and things. Oh, look at that. I have a thing for like crows and ravens, and I love ravens. The sheep's a bit scary, but that looks awesome. But yeah, I think this sort of area is just antique places further down here. I think all of the main shops are all up there. I'll be honest, I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just kind of winging it and just seeing what's down here. I'm exploring the place and see what there is. But yeah, that looks like an antique place as well, like a large 2 floors of antiques. Used to be a church in 1901. So yeah, this was the bank. And then you've got Bridgegate down there. Not entirely sure what's down there. And then you've got Grey Lane. That's where John lives. Nice little, life is beautiful. It is, it is. And there's your Bluebell, you've got another pub there. So let's have a look. There's a map there. I'll go over there and check out that map and see what else there is here, but it just looks like it stops down the end of here. There is some lovely looking buildings, but I'll check out that map over there and see exactly what else is around here. So I'll see you in a minute once I've got over this busy road. So here's a map. So basically I started over here and I walked all the way down Galgate or however it's pronounced, back all the way down, and then I walked all the way down here, and I'm currently here. So that was the market cross that we saw, that sort of round building called the Butter Market. And I've been to the castle, that's in the previous video, so check that one out. I'm not going to go to that today. But yeah, we'll head back up and get back to where we started, and I'll summarise the video. So it's just up here. See what else is over at this side of it in more detail. So you've got a beauty place there, unfortunately not open. Then you've got the Mission Hall Antique Centre here, which I believe will probably have, well, there's quite a lot in there. Shall we look inside? Let's go and have a look inside. Wow. One for you there, John. I've got a pheasant. I'm not buying it, probably about 200 quid. Well, yeah, inside you've got lots of lovely antiques, silverware, old books, train models. My son would love these. Bayonets. You've got your clothing in there, you've got more antiques in there. Period clothing there, nice little bowler hat. Then you've got your figures here. Antiques. I don't think, for me these are antiques. This is what I used to watch when I was a kid. I feel like dead old when it's like, oh, it's an antique. Little bag post there. Old coins. I know the figurines there. And jewellery. Those are like your jewellery. So I just had a little walk around that antique centre. There was loads of different sort of sections you can go in, and they had some lovely stuff. I always feel dead old when it's like stuff, you know, from my childhood. I always feel like antiques should be like 18th century and before, and not like 1980 or 70s. But yeah, so I've been in there and a lovely look around. There's some lovely stuff, nice people in there. So if you're into antiques, get yourself in there. There is quite a lot in there, as you can see from the video. There was other rooms, but there were people in there, so I didn't really want to film while there was people about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to the market cross, or the butter market, or whatever it's called, that circular building, and we'll go from there. So see you in a minute. So there's a pizza place I mentioned while I was over there near the Gelato Tutti, and there's like a coffee. They've got a cafe there serving like little snacks, scones and the likes. I'm going to talk about scones on this channel. It obviously divides people, whether you put your cream on first or your jam on first. It's fine, either way. You know what you do? Cut it in half, put cream on first, then jam, and on the other one put jam on first, then cream. Then you kind of appease both sides, don't you? Doesn't need to be a battle, everyone. It's only a scone. But yeah, that side's nice. You've got the Raby Arms over there. Did I mention that? I think I did. But it's there anyway. I can see a fat face here. I'm not being horrible. There's a fat face there. Pizza Cottage, if you fancy another pizza. It's open. And obviously you've got your fat face, which is clothing. I'm not being horrible to some person walking past. Oh yeah, fat face. Right there. But yeah, everybody seems to be like nice here. They're all pleasant. They're not looking at me like I'm mental. Walking over the camera talking to it. Probably because they appreciate where they live. They love this area. They can see that it's kept well. Obviously, during the 12th century, it started to build and it thrived. Obviously, it's had its ups and downs over the past. It's had its declines. But you wouldn't say this place has declined because it's just booming. There's just people everywhere. The markets, there's people at the markets. Obviously you've got your Golden Lion pub here, which obviously is open. And as you can see there, you've got your dog walkers. There's people everywhere. Obviously it's market day around here, so you'd expect it to be busy, but yeah, it's not, you wouldn't say it's dead. It seems to be doing well. There's only a few closed down shops I saw. Services everywhere, isn't it? But you get little doggies. Look at that. It's a nice car, isn't it? But yeah, you got nice little cafes, serve cakes and all sorts in here. A little coffee lounge there. Chocolate fair, that sounds nice. Got chocolate eggs and all that sort of stuff they're having a sale on. And then someone's got music on, so I'm going to try and have to talk over the top of that so I don't get copyright infringements. Nice shoes, pink shoes there. And then you've got your jewellery places. There's another lovely little cafe here. Rington's Teas and Coffees. They do snacks and light bites, hot and cold drinks, burgers. They do main meals and toasties and scones again. And you can eat outside if you want to, if it's too hot in there. Bakery Muse, oh man, living there. And then got homewares. Look at that. Good to see they've got the water out for the dogs because it is a very hot day. Hayes Travel. Nobody gives you more. And you Costa Fortune coffee there. Card Factory. But it's just a lovely, lovely area. So that's where I started the video, in the distance there, and came around this way obviously. Showed you boys before, so you've seen boys, and I think I showed you this area over here, the vape place. And then on the corner of here is Trinity Methodist Church, which I showed you at the start of the video, which is where I will end the video for you. Another lovely little ice cream place here. So if it is a hot day like this, you've got plenty of choices. As you get pies and all sorts. There's plenty of stuff over there. You got Greg's and you got different butchers and stuff that sell like hot sausage rolls and the likes. Try not to get hit by this car. Then you've got the Mad Hatter Kitchen and Tea Room. Oh, that looks awesome. And they do breakfast, toasties, brunches, burgers, pizzas, coffees, lunches, soups, and all sorts. And there's some guy doing some craft. Yeah, and then we're back to the Methodist Church right here, which, as you can appreciate, is a fantastic looking building. Find Jesus this Easter. Where is he? Where's Jesus? So I'm here at the Roman Way picnic area. I'll do a quick thing. There's kids here, so I'll be quick. So as it's a lovely green area, you can sit and have a picnic here. The Methodist Church I showed you just a moment ago is right there. And if you want to go to the castle is there. I've done a video prior to this, so check that out and you can see exactly what that's like. But I recommend going to the castle. It's about £8, at £8 something. Check the video, I'll tell you the prices. And there's a link in that previous video with all the details of that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little walk around there just to see exactly what it is. It's pretty much all flat. Obviously it's downhill with the market area. But it's got plenty of shops. Obviously it's busy because of Wednesdays is market day, but it is a lovely, lovely place to come. So if you've enjoyed this little walk, can't speak, I need food. I need to pass these, walking past those food shops, and I'm just thinking, oh, pizza, burgers, what else do I have? Do I have a sausage roll? Do I have this? So I'm gonna go and get myself some food now after I sign off. So if you have enjoyed this, hit that like button. Comment, let us know if you've been here before, or if you haven't. As I say, I recommend coming. But yeah, let us know in the comments if you've been to the castle, if you've been to the actual market when it's on market day, or been on the high street, in any of the pubs or eateries. Let me know what you think of them. If you haven't subscribed, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, and it just gets more traffic to my YouTube, pushes the videos out there, and I can do more of these amazing videos, just at these beautiful places. And I appreciate every single one of you for watching these videos. Some of them are really long, some are short, but if you are watching all of them, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Anyway, I will see you in the next one, so take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.